It's a very good program for Indian investors in today's world because there is currently no waiting line. That enables them to work in the United States,
Right.
live anywhere in the United States.
So there's a question that why should we apply for a green card and why for USA? Come on.
Well,
How can I and why should I and why particularly for a green card? Why not I can go as a student after qualifying my TOEFL examination and test,
true.
after qualifying my PTE, OET. Are you impressed?
I'm impressed.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I
Really
appreciate
nice.
your time. Anything.
And absolutely welcome to a very special and great talk session. And today I am with William P. Gracer, sir, right?
Correct.
From New York, America, USA, United States of America. And today we are having a great topic to talk about. So what's the topic name, sir?
It's the EB-5 program, the US EB-5 program.
All right. So first of all, I want that you please introduce yourself to our students and mentees.
Very good, very good. So my name is Bill Gracer, William Gracer, and I'm the president of EB-5 New York State, and I'm also the president of IIUSA, the National Association for the EB-5 program in the United States.
Great.
So should I talk about the EB-5 program?
Please.
Okay. So this is, we come here to India for educational purposes to inform people about the EB-5 program.
Right.
In general, the EB-5 program, it's a U.S. government program that allows that grants a U.S. green card to individual and foreign investors who invest into the U.S. and with an investment that creates new U.S. jobs.
Right.
It's a very good program for Indian investors in today's world because there is currently no waiting line. As of September of 2024, there's no waiting lines. It's a very good program. And with a U.S. green card, the individual and the investor and their spouse, their husband or wife, and their children under 21 can all receive a U.S. green card.
Great.
So it's a real benefit to the families. Very often, the family will support with an investment for a child in the United States or a child who wants to study.
Right.
And so when studying, they can apply and go to U.S. colleges, but when they're in the U.S., they can have a green card, they can change to a green card or have a green card that enables them to work in the United States, live anywhere in the United States, travel in and out of the United States.
Right.
So it's a huge benefit to have a U.S. green card. And that's the purpose of the EB-5 program.
Exactly.
Investment, creating new jobs, and in return, the U.S. government enables an individual to apply for a U.S. green card.
Right. Okay, great, sir. So William sir has exactly told us good things about actually 5E.
EB-5.
EB-5, right.
Correct.
And it's absolutely the interesting factors that William sir has told us. But sir, there is a question that why should we apply for a green card and why for USA? Come on.
Well, so for the United States, many people want to move to the United States. The economy is very strong in the U.S. There are many opportunities in the United States. You can apply to many countries around the world, but the United States is where so many people want to go. It's a seat of freedom. It's a seat of, many people look at it as a shining city on a hill, if you will. So we're very proud of and very lucky. We're very lucky to have born in the United States. But why apply for a U.S. green card? So it's very difficult. The U.S. immigration system is very difficult. But with the EB-5 program, it's a very straightforward method of receiving a U.S. green card through an investment. If an individual can make the investment, the EB-5 program is often the fastest, easiest route to get a U.S. green card.
Right. Okay, so as you are talking about the US green card, so as an Indian, I must be thinking that first of all, how can I and why should I and why particularly for a green card? Why not I can go as a student after qualifying my TOEFL examination and test,
True.
after qualifying my PTE, OET, IELTS. So could you please highlight this point?
Sure. Well, the wonderful thing about the United States is we do have a tremendous education system. Many people come to the U.S. to study. Many people from India come to the U.S. to study. It's a tremendous benefit to the U.S. and also to the Indians who come study. But what happens is at the end of those studies, that visa, they may have a short period of time they can work afterwards. But as a general rule, after their study, they have no right to remain in the United States. So they come, they go to college, let's say, or they get a master's. They may have a short period of time that they can work, but after that, they don't have a right to stay in the U.S. They have to come home to India or wherever they're from. One of the huge benefits is with a green card, that person can be a student in the U.S., then they change to having a green card with the EB-5 program, then they can stay in the U.S. They can take advantage of education, generally at a lower cost than an ordinary foreign student, but also they can work while they're in school, they can work in the United States after they're in school, they can remain in the U.S., they can live anywhere in the United States, they can start a company in the United States, etc. If they just have the student visa at the end of their studies and maybe a short time to work, at the end of that term, they have to leave. With a green card, they can stay. They can stay and they live very similar to any other U.S. citizen with all of the rights except not the right to vote and most of the rights of a U.S. citizen. So it's really a great way for people who study in the U.S. and then decide they want to stay in the U.S.
Can I be very sure after getting the green visa? So can I be very sure that this is a symbol of my PR? It is a PR, or what is this?
Yeah. So it's what's known as permanent residency.
Exactly.
It's U.S. permanent residency in the United States. So with the EB-5 program, initially someone is given a conditional permanent residency for a period of time. They have to prove jobs are created. After that, once they've proven that, then they have an unconditional U.S. green card, U.S. permanent residency. Will remain, and then it is renewed every several years. And there are certain requirements that you have to fulfill to keep it. But that is what it is.
Okay. Great, sir. Okay, I have a few quick questions to ask to you. Whenever we dream of USA, we think it's very expensive, very costly. I can't afford it. Like, for example, when I was not having this privileged life, I was also assuming that going to New York, is like, oh my God, I have to sell my all property. I just, I have to just sell all my lands and, house. So these are kind of, stigma are in the mind. What would you like to say about this point, please?
So I would say this, is that the EB-5 program requires an investment. It is very significant. It is $800,000 US is the minimum investment. And you're correct. In the United States, many things are more expensive than they are, for example, in India. But similarly, the ability to earn income is generally also very high in the United States. There's much more equality of income. And in addition to that is the opportunity to create substantial wealth in the U.S. Now, you can create substantial wealth anywhere if you're a successful business person, and the U.S. is expensive. However, the opportunities to build wealth, to grow a company, to grow your career in the U.S., many, many people from India go to the U.S. just for that reason. Okay?
First of all, when have you come to India? What have you experienced? What are your experiences about India, please?
So it's interesting you asked that. So I first started coming to India in about 2005. So 20 years ago, more or less. And I've been so impressed with the speed and the growth, the entrepreneurship, the hard working of the people of India. The other thing that has struck me about the people of India is how kind they are to American people like me. We get treated very well here. We get treated, it's been wonderful. Every time we turn around, someone's willing to help, someone's willing to assist, because we're a little lost sometimes. We wander around a little, but there's always someone in India to help us. So we have been very impressed with the Indians that we've met here. And then in addition to that, we have quite a few very happy Indian investors who've invested in our project. So our experience in India has been wonderful, both from a personal, from a professional, and from a business perspective. So we really appreciate the warm welcome in India.
Great, sir. Well, there is a line in India, we call it Atiti Dev Bhava. Okay. Atiti Dev Bhava means whoever comes as a guest to our country, we welcome with the open arms and open hearts, right? So have you really felt that line, that Atiti Dev Bhava, that have we welcomed you with open arms and hearts?
In every respect. When I'm visiting a temple, people come up to me and greet me, and you know what I mean? They're so kind to me. So we've been everywhere and with open arms at all times. It's been wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. And now I will just move out of this syllabus of green card. I will just move to the syllabus of wise and accent of USA. Right. I'll just take little tips from you because our students enjoy the sound of USA, right? So I just want to know few tips from you as you are expert of it. Come on.
I don't know, but I would say that my associate, so he is an Indian citizen from Mumbai
Okay.
who attended school in the United States.
Okay, great.
And he is so happy that he did.
Right.
He now has received a work permit to remain in the United States. It's what's known as H-1B.
Right.
And I think he would be better able to help you on the difficulty understanding the language. You know what I mean? The accent in the United States.
Just two tips
Okay.
for our students that who can really practice and work to accentuate.
Maybe to practice, I hate to say it, would maybe be watch U.S. television while they're in India. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then I would also say this. I would say when you come to the United States, seek out American friends.
Seek out American
and then have
friends.
conversations with friends.
Right.
And in the United States, we are so proud of the many Indians who've come to the and made the United States stronger.
Right.
And I think that Indian students will find many American students who will be their friends.
Okay.
And that's the best way to learn, to talk to your friends.
Right.
You know?
Okay,
Those would be my two tips. In India, look at the television, and when in the United States, make friends.
Make friends, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's repeat few lines after me. All right. So hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
My name is Abdullah.
My name is Abdullah.
No.
Oh, not my name is Abdullah. Okay, we'll try again. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is William Gresser.
And today I'm here to talk about the relation between India and USA.
Yeah. Well, and today I'm here to talk about USA and the EB-5 Immigrant Investor Program, which helps Indian investors obtain
Kindly
US green
business
card.
wine present.
Yeah. I can't speak for any government, and this is all private. So the U.S. government has a program,
Right.
but each of us is a private company.
Exactly. So I think we should be together to invest, to educate, and to get the literacy.
Yeah.
What would you like to say about this?
So I would say that the thing that's a key is that studying in the United States is a huge benefit. It's a wonderful way to accelerate your career, to accelerate your family's wealth. But in addition to that, with the EB-5 program, is families can move to the United States.
Right.
They can stay, they can live, they can travel, they can work, they can start companies and really build that family together and their worth, or to support a child or children in the United States. So it's a really good combination, education and the EB-5 program.
Thank you so much.
Well, you're very welcome.
The program is absolutely a great program, sir. And the way you have communicated with me, the way you have exactly delivered each and every point in a very descriptive way. I'm so much fascinated and impressed.
Okay, great.
What do you think about my accent, by the way?
Yours is very easy to understand.
Really?
Have you learned, were you in school with English the whole time?
I have been teaching and mentoring to the students for 12 years.
No kidding. Yeah, it's evident. So your English is extreme. For me, it's very easy to understand.
It's very easy to understand.
Yeah.
Don't you think that is difficult for Indians to understand my accent?
No idea.
Or there may be some memes?
I have no idea.
No idea. But are you impressed?
I'm impressed.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I
Really
appreciate your time. Anything I can do, let me know.
Please, I'll